Hey everybody, I don't have much to offer on the I don't have much to offer on the daily vlog today, but the Bombshell got pulled over last night. Tell them the story, honey.
On my way to work.
You gotta speak up, this thing's loud.
On my way to work, already running late. Working a day that I'm normally off.
Yeah, she had to work on her day off. They got the schedule messed up, and if she misses a day on her day off, they're gonna count it against her, which I think is baloney.
Well, it's my normal day off, but they scheduled me to work.
So anyway, you can drive.
I can't drive, it's hot.
Ow! Man! Chatty Cathy got me right in the ribs. I'm glad there ain't a knife blade on the back of that skull, because there used to be before I put it on. But anyway.
Going down the road, I see the cop. He already had one person pulled over. I see him get in his car. I go to get in the right lane. I'm watching him. He pulls up behind. He pulls in the far lane behind me. I go to get over in the right lane. Idiot. Anyway. So, he flicks his lights, I pull over. My blinker didn't work.
Oh, shit. They can't hear you. Shit. Yeah, I'm lugging her, ain't I?
Get your hand off the shifter, let me do it. You don't drive enough to be able to shift right.
But anyway, I'll finish the story for you. So she's not loud enough. Anyway, they pulled her over and they said, your blinker's out. And she said, well, I didn't know it was out. Last time I checked, it was. So they said, well, driver's license and insurance, please. And they said, is that blood on there? On them insurance, because this blood. What it is it's this candle. I keep a candle in here because I like my truck smelling good. So when the candle melts, it makes the rest of my truck smell good, but it turned upside down in the glove box, and it's so strong you can smell it through the glove box. But
and it's got potpourri bits in it.
Yeah, it's got potpourri bits in it. But they was fixing to search the truck because, hold on, we live right beside an Air Force base, but he thought that old the Bombshell over here done killed me or killed somebody. So he gives her a ticket.
Oh no, he said I have 3 offenses.
Use your hand. Anyway, he said that she's had 3 offenses. He said you got some balls, some towing hitch balls in front of your license plate.
Well, wait. We have 2 tow hitch balls. You're only allowed to have 1 because 2 of them block the view of the license plate. The second offense was because my blinker wasn't working. The third, evidently my driver's license was suspended.
No, but she paid it. She paid it 3 days late, and it hadn't had a chance to let me talk, because your voice ain't loud enough, or until you get up here to park. Man, that thing hit me a good one. Look at there. Man, stabbed myself in the chest. But anyway, she said, well, I paid it. Here's the receipt on my phone. And he says, we're not allowed to accept the receipt. You're gonna have to go into the courts and take care of it. Don't forget to use your signal, your hand signal. Oh. So anyway, she got the ticket for suspended license, but they'll dismiss it in court, baby. He did a blessing in disguise there for you, because you're gonna get in there and they're gonna dismiss it. I know they will, because you got a receipt saying that you paid it on the date before he gave you the ticket. Now that's proof. They'll dismiss it, and if they don't, I'm gonna film it before you go in there to pay it and do some filming on that.
How is it a blessing? I was late for work.
Because now you don't have to pay a ticket. You're gonna go in there and show them the proof. But
I shouldn't have got it anyway. It made me late for work.
Man, I can't believe old Chatty Cathy there stabbing like that. Look at that, man.
It's nobody's fault but my own, because I paid the surcharge late.
No, look, man, you paid it before you got back in the truck, when you seen that it was late, and you was a couple of days late, and that was on your days off, and so I ain't falling for that banana in my tailpipe. But anyway,
well, it is.
Anyway, it's ridiculous. But anyway, hey, I want to tell you a story about Chatty Cathy. Let's walk inside. Well,
I'm not gonna shoot video while I'm trying to hit.
Okay, well, I'll finish the story. Go ahead and go on in, so you don't. Not unless you want to stay here. This used to be a battle axe, and because back in my days, I wasn't keeping good company, and I had this dirtbag loser over here. He was him and his girlfriend were in the bathroom together, and they were arguing and fighting. And because that's when, it's just the kind of people that I was hanging around at the time. I wouldn't even let them kind of people come around in my life no more. But just go figure. But anyway, this was a battle axe hanging on the wall, and she says, "Go get rid of your two friends in there." And she had a knife trying to stab him, and I said, "Baby, don't get in the middle of that. Don't get in the middle of that." She says, "Middle of this, my butt." And she grabbed that battle axe, because it had a pointy tip out here.
And
it had a swivel blade poking out the front of his mouth right here. It had a blade poking out the front, and then on the back right over here, on the back side, I don't know if you can see that, but on the back side it had an axe blade. It had an axe blade. And so she grabbed that thing off the wall and she planted it right in the middle of the bathroom, right in the middle of the bathroom door. And she broke that blade off. It went all the way through the door and broke off. Those two were looking at each other like, they had each other like this. Froze, like looking at her going, she says, don't you cuss, but she said,
blankety blank out of my house.
She said, "Get the blankety blank out of my house right now." And boy, I tell you, they hightailed it out of the house. And they had their argument out there, but that's the end of the story. That's why I decided to put the skull on my gear shift, because it had some funny memories behind it, and I also just liked the skull, and it already had the makings of metal in it that would hold to be a shifter,
How do you know that cop probably saw the skull and saw the blood and got scared?
Hey, I decided to go ahead and shoot the rest of this video out of the Lemster Cave. I just wanted to let y'all know an update on the carrier bearing. The carrier bearing's in there. It works just fine. There ain't nothing wrong with it. It's still working. It's not wobbling around. I haven't jacked it up and got back under there, but nothing's rattling. I haven't checked out I did check for playing the U-joint. There's no playing the U-joints. I recentered that U-joint that's in there. I'm sorry, I just don't got the hands to hold something and shoot the footage too. And it's just very hard for me, and I haven't went out there and winterized the motor that's sitting out in my front yard. I haven't went out there to the bicycle and tried to work on it, because it's just one of these things where we're just trying to get all of our stuff gone through and put away in this house, and I haven't had a chance to get out there and try to finish on any of those things. But the alternator's just fine. It's charging the battery. I unhooked the other battery to where it ain't in line with the system. As long as I don't pull out on that button, it's there. So I ain't gonna pull out on the button anymore until I get a higher amp alternator and put in it. Is there anything else you want to add to it, honey? No, she's tired. She wants to go back to bed. But anyway, that's the end of the video, man. And I just want everybody to know out there, I'm not trying to leave y'all hanging. It's just that I got all these questions that I ask. It doesn't mean that I'm fixing them, because they're still there. The motor's still out in front of the staircase, and the bicycle's still in the back, and the alternator, it's just fine. I mean, I just wanted to know if it was okay of why it was getting that hot, and it's just, I guess that's normal for an alternator to get hot. You know, that's Chevy ain't going to design something for it not to work correctly. It's only charging one battery now. It still gets hot. So I think it's just fine. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Till next time, Limster out. See y'all later. Y'all be good, man. See you later.